Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Lions will take over. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Push him back.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're saying.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Check, 42's the mic.
Hey, watch the slant.
Watch the
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford, he finds his man Johnson. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Bring it up.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here it comes.
They'll run it with Johnson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
You got him. You got it.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
4 down.
To Johnson again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Lawrence Taylor, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be fielded at the 8.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Ready? 42's the mic.
Hey, pick your game up. Here we go. Here we go. Ready, go.
1st down, Murray.
Three.
Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
On the set.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters. So the Browns offense ready to go on 1st down and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Let's go. Get set.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby. Yeah.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jam him.
Johnson on the counter. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go!
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab.
Let's go! Let's go!
It's a big play there for the Browns. 55 yards.
Running. 15 lining. 15 lining. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 8-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And Barry Sanders the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And it's caught here, Amendola. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard